Right here, just line up right here. I'm going to give each one of you one of these pots right here. All right, hold on to that right there, and I got to empty yours right there. All right, fantastic. Okay, now what I'm going to do is these pots represent a person. And so what I'm talking about, this person, I'm not talking about this person. I'm talking about this person right here. Now so we've got three people here. This person right here, this is a bad person. And I'm going to tell you some of the bad things he's done. This guy right here, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about this guy right here. This guy, he is a bully. He says bad words. He is mean. He steals things. He talks back to his mom and dad. He talks back to his teacher. He got suspended from school. Look at this. This big one, I'm not even going to tell you what that one stands for, but he's done some big bad things. So look at this. He's done other things. Look at that. He's done all sorts of wrong things. Now, this guy, let's just pretend he is one bad guy. You see all that sin in his life right there? If this guy were to die right now because of the wrong things he's done, he's not going to heaven. This guy, he's a good guy, but he's not perfect. One day he disobeyed mom and dad. One day he told a lie. One day he was a little bit selfish, mean to his brother and sister. I mean, he's a pretty good guy. He's a pretty good guy. Oh, this guy down here, this guy is incredibly good. We're going to pretend that in his life he has only ever done one bad thing. That's it. One bad thing. And I'm going to put that right there. So one day, this guy down here on the end, who is so incredibly bad, he hears about Jesus. And he realizes good people, bad people, all people need Jesus. And he hears that God can take his sins away if he's willing to give his life to Jesus. And so this is what this guy does. Okay, hold it into your hand. Good, good. You might lean back a little bit. Yeah, just lean back just a little. Good. This guy right here, he comes before Jesus and he says, Jesus, I'm sorry. Sorry for all the wrong things I've done. I give you my life. Please save me. And the moment he makes that decision, the best decision anybody can ever make, God takes every wrong thing he ever did and it's gone. He is forgiven because he gave his life to Jesus. Now I've got a question. Is this guy going to heaven? Yes, he's saved. Is this guy going to heaven? Now look, see that sin in his life? You know why it's there? Even though he's a good person, he's never given his life to Jesus. This guy's going to heaven. But he's so much better than that guy, because going to heaven is not about how good you've been. It's about whether or not you've received Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And so this guy, he realizes something. He realizes, you know what? Even though I'm not as bad as that guy, I've done some wrong things. I'm not perfect the way God is perfect. And even good people need Jesus too. And so he makes the best decision anybody ever can. And he says, Jesus, I'm sorry. I want you to save me. Come into my life. And it's not the words he said, it's in his heart. He gave his life to Jesus, and as soon as he did, his sin is gone. He is saved. Now I've got a question. Is this guy going to heaven? Yes, he gave his life to Jesus. Is this guy going to heaven? Yes, he got saved. Is this guy going to heaven? You see this sin right here? He's never given his life to Jesus. And even though he is better than both of those guys by far, he's never going to get to heaven because he's good. Everybody hold up one finger like this. I'm going to say, how many does it take? And I want you to say, one bad thing. Here we go. How many does it take? One bad thing. I'm going to say to keep you, and I want you to say, me, to keep you. How many does it take? One bad thing to keep you, me, out of heaven. And tonight, guys, if you've never given your life to Jesus, I want you to know in just a moment, we're going to give you a chance to come down front and to talk to somebody. And maybe like this guy right here, you're going, I've gone to church. I'm a good person, but I know I'm not going to heaven because I've never given my life to Jesus. See, this guy, until he makes that decision, that sin is still there. But the moment he asks Jesus to come in and to take his sin away, God will take his sin and it's gone. And I want you to know tonight that God can save you, and you can know for sure that you would go to heaven if you were to die tonight. So I've got a question. Is this guy going to heaven? Yes, he got saved. Is this guy going to heaven? Yes, he gave his life to Jesus. Is this guy going to heaven? Yes, he's been forgiven. Are you going to heaven?